Hello guys, welcome to the Ecom Profit Masterclass. My name is Laz and I'm going to be taking you through this journey of creating your Shopify store. We're going to head on over to Shopify. Basically it's shopify.com right here. This is where we're going to be creating our Shopify store. So if you've never created this, you might want to still stick around because there's some things here that you may have missed while creating your Shopify store. And it's just important to go through everything, make sure everything's set up well, and you're good to go. So we're going to click here on Get Started, and it's going to ask us to start our 14-day free trial. Now, we're not going to use this email because this was already used before. So we're going to create a new Shopify store with our current email. And then for your store name, this doesn't really matter right now because what people are going to see is your domain. But for right now, the store that we're going to be creating for this course is a dog store. So we're gonna call this Happy Paws Outlet. Create your store. And right now, Shopify is creating our store very quickly here. And now it's asking us to tell them a little bit about ourselves. So basically, this is some just preliminary stuff that we have to fill out. It doesn't really matter what you choose here. So it asks, "Are you already selling?" Uh, I am not selling products yet. Do you have something to sell? Mm, yes, I have product, and I'll be ready to launch in a few weeks. What is your current revenue? $0. I'm just getting started. And we won't check this because we're designing the store for ourselves and not a client. So we'll click next. And here pretty much we're just gonna fill in all of our information. Now I'm gonna blur this out so you can't see it, but just go on ahead and fill it in for yourself. And once you're done, click enter my store. So there we go, we have created our store. Now we're on a trial period, as you can see here. So we're going to be adding a domain to our store. So this is super important because this is how when people search your store, this is how they're gonna find it. So what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to click here on add domain. Alternatively, we can also go to online store and we can click domains and we're going to click here buy new domain. Now, it's really good that you do this with Shopify because this will allow you to set up email forwarding as well, which is super important. And we will also be going over that in the next video. But basically, we're just getting our domain right now. So right here, we're going to put in our domain, Happy Paws. So this is the one that we want to get right here. And as you see, it's available. When you're selecting a domain, you want to make sure it's something that's like a brand. So something that people will remember and then keep coming back to you to buy products from you, something that's memorable. So that's why we went with Happy Paws Outlet. And here we're kind of giving the premise that it's obviously about pets. It's going to be a pet store, mainly dogs. And it's an outlet, meaning that you're going to get really cheap deals and prices are going to be low or lower than what they are at regular retailers. So that's kind of the effect that we were going for with this name. But then again, you can play with this. You can just have like one single word be the name. You really have to see what's available on on the domain side because a lot of domains are already taken. So you just want to check that out. But basically we're gonna go on ahead and click buy here. And now I'm gonna fill this out. Now obviously I'm gonna blur this out so you can't see it because I do not want you to have my card information. Okay, now that we're done, we're gonna click continue. And basically it's just a bunch of stuff that we want to make sure that we're doing. Yeah, personal information, make sure everything's correct here. And there's an auto renew option. Now I'm not gonna check this because we're just making this as a test store for the purposes of this course, so we don't want to renew this domain every year. Now with a store that you're building to keep, you want to probably keep that checked because you want to maintain that domain every year. You don't want to lose the domain and then have someone else um, buy it and take it away from you. So we're gonna go ahead and click buy domain. Great. So now we're here, and basically what we have to do here is verify our email address. And this is gonna send an email address to the email that we created. So what we want to do now is go to our email and verify the domain. So we're gonna go here, gonna go into Gmail. Okay, so here it is, verification required. So this is the email that you should receive. It may take 5 to 10 minutes depending. Mine just took about like 10 minutes to come in. So here it is. And basically it's gonna tell you that you registered um, one of these emails, and then you can read their policies. Here it is, happypawsoutlet.com. It, in order to make sure that it remains active, you must click the following link. So this is the link we have to click here to make sure that we verify our email and maintain this domain active. So we're going to click here. And as you can see here, we have the domain, happypawsoutlet.com, our information, and we basically just want to go here and verify that information. And now we are approved. So in the domains tab, and basically what we see here is that Shopify has already created two email addresses for email forwarding for us. So basically we can use these emails whenever we want someone to send us an email, whenever we want to have a customer support email, that type of thing. So basically, whenever someone sends an email to info@happypawsoutlet.com, it's gonna forward that email to ecomprofitmasterclass@gmail.com. So it's basically just forwarding all those emails to our personal Gmail account. This just makes it look a lot more professional on the storefront. So we will probably want to add another email here, support, and we want it to go to. So yeah, it's as easy as that. We now we have three. So basically, what you can do here, you can even change this email. Like, let's say you use this email for something, you just want to maintain it, clean. You don't want a lot of stuff going into it. You can actually change these forwarding emails, and you can change it to another email, like a VA email, where a VA is going to be answering the emails for you. But yeah, this is a very simple and easy process to just add forwarding emails. Just makes your store look a lot more professional. And whenever someone's contacting you, they can contact you through one of these emails. So in the settings tab, as you can see down here, so pretty much what we're going to do here is we're going to be setting up the payment providers. Now this is something that you will do on your own. We won't go into this actually, but we will tell you how to do it. It's very simple. But since this is a test store, we're not going to be going too heavy into this because we're not expecting to have anybody come into our store and buy stuff. So yeah, you want to actually go into general here first and fill in all your information. Make sure that this is correct. We won't be going into this for this, but we will be going into payment providers next. And here under payment providers, we're going to want to complete the account setup for Shopify payments. Now this is a very simple process. You just click complete here. It's gonna ask you some details about your business, etc., 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 and you will go down here, fill out all your information, your banking info, so you can get paid, what people will be seeing on their statement when they buy something from you, all that good stuff. And yeah, this stuff you will fill it out yourself. We won't be doing that here, but it will be very easy for you to do that. And then the other thing here is PayPal payments. So the main ones that we accept is Shopify payments powered by Stripe and PayPal payments. These are the big two, uh, you can say. And pretty much with these two, you shouldn't have any issues. There's also other payment methods that you can mess around with, but these are the main two that you want to have. And basically with PayPal, whatever email you're using, so you can see here, ecomprofitmasterclass@gmail.com. Once somebody pays with PayPal, they will send you instructions on how to set up that merchant account. So it's super simple, guys. You want to make sure that you have a business at some point down the line, because if you do not have a business, then they will be shutting you down for Shopify payments and PayPal. So make sure that you might not need it initially when you create this, but down the line, make it as soon as possible. You make a business, an LLC, and you can put in all that information in PayPal and Shopify payments, and you shouldn't have any issues going forward. So yeah, that's pretty much for the payment processors. You want to go through all this, you want to save it, leave this automatically, capture payments for orders, unless you're doing some sort of point of sale in-person payment method. But yeah, just leave this for automatic for now. And that's it for payment providers. Now, in the next video, we will be covering checkout and some options that you will want to change there. Video, we're going to be talking about the checkout and customizing our checkout process, as well as making some legal pages that we need in order for our Shopify store to not get shut down pretty much. So we're going to be going into checkout here, and we're going to be going through all these options fairly quickly, and pretty much I'm going to be telling you which ones we recommend for you to use. So for customer accounts, we're going to select optional. Sometimes people want to have accounts on your store. Maybe they're buying products every once in a while, so making an account will be good for them. Other people are just going to buy one product. Maybe they're not interested in making an account, so we just want to leave that optional there. For this customer contact, we want to select emails, mainly because the main form of communication between us and the customer is going to be email. Whenever they want to check on the status, whenever they want to ask us a question, they'll just generally send us an email. And since we have their email, we'll know what their order is, etc. And we will also check this just in case the customer wants to add a contact phone number in order to receive shipping updates. This is also good because when they add a phone number, uh, we can use that phone number to later send them a text message like, "Oh, look here, your order has been shipped," etc., etc., and then just easing that customer, making them feel better. So here, going into the form options, we want to pretty much leave this as it is, require last name only. Company name we'll put optional. Some people like to ship to their company or their workplace, so we'll leave that there as an optional choice. And basically what we're taking off require first and last name is just another step that the customer has to do. So by just requiring one of them, it eases that. So here we'll go address line number two, that's also optional. Shipping address, phone number. We're going to actually leave this hidden, or actually we'll put it optional, because just in case they want to have this up here, shipping updates. So that will be good for that. Leave it optional there. And then for this, we want to leave these two checked because these are just things that will help the customer finish quicker and check out and make their payment quicker. So basically, they can still edit the billing address. It can still be edited if it's not the same as the shipping address, but by default, we will be selecting that. And then enable address auto completion as well. That helps a lot because when a customer is putting in their address, sometimes they may mess up, but with auto completion, it will actually show them an address which exists, and then it will get rid of that human error. So that is good. Ask for permissions to send promotional emails to customers from your store. So for this one, this is a very interesting one. We actually want to put, by default, we want the customer to agree to receive promotional emails. This will put them in the accepts marketing group, and this is pretty much for an app that we use to collect emails and then use email marketing later, which will not be covered in the store, but you do want to be collecting these emails. So yeah, by checking this, it will automatically be collecting those emails, and then you want to integrate an app that we will probably talk about a little bit about later. And then just so you start collecting those emails, which later you can use to send emails to potential customers, make them repeat buyers, and make more money. You know, so yeah, going forward here. So after an order has been paid, what do we want to happen? It says do not automatically fulfill any of the order's line items. Automatically fulfill the order's line items. We're actually going to leave it as do not automatically fulfill any of the order's line items. That is because we're going to be using an app that we're going to use for drop shipping, and that's what's going to make this whole process amazing because it's an app that allows us to import products from AliExpress, and basically we're going to be drop shipping products from China without ever touching those products. So we're going to pretty much leave this do not automatically fulfill any of the order's line items. We're going to leave that as it is, and this we're going to leave it checked. Automatically archive the order. So we're going to continue on. This all looks good. And then here we get to the legal pages that we need to create. So you can create these very easily here. It basically creates these legal pages for you, which is very simple. Now, as you can see here, it says these are not legal advice, and by using them, you agree to this disclaimer. In most instances, these will be 100% fine. You can make changes to these later on if you would like. The terms of service will probably just stay as it is. So we're going to go ahead and generate that. So as you can see, this does a pretty good job. So it creates an overview, and then it just puts everything related to your store name in here. So this website is operated by Happy Paul's Outlet. Throughout the site, the terms refer to Happy Paul's Outlet. So pretty much it creates this for you. And the terms of service, I've never had any issues with this. Privacy policy, I have never had issues with this as well. Now, the refund policy is something that you might want to check and edit for yourself depending on how long your shipping times are taking, how you want to do your refunds, how you want to do your returns, all that good stuff. So in here it generates this for you, as you can see, but you might want to go in there and change it up a bit. See, right now it has it sending it to my home address. If there's a return, maybe I want them to send it somewhere else. And yeah, so pretty much you want to mess with this a little bit, but to begin with, this is good to go, so it shouldn't be an issue at all. So once we create that, we have set up the legal pages. We will be setting this up. Now we have our what we want for our legal pages, which is right here, and we have set up the entire checkout options. So we're going to go ahead and click save. And there we go. So we're good to go on the checkout and legal pages. And in this video, we're going to be talking about shipping. And basically, we're going to be setting up our shipping rates for our products. Now, we want to go in here, still in the settings. And now we're here, as you can see. First thing we're going to want to do is go down here to where it says packages. And we're going to edit this package. And for the weight, we're just going to put 0 pounds. Now I'm going to tell you why this is important in just a second. So the way we have 0 pounds. This is important because the way that we're going to be setting up our shipping rates is it's going to be based off weight. So this will all make sense now. But before we get there, we want to edit this, and actually we want to delete this zone. So delete US, and we're going to go in here, and we're actually going to delete this one too. Now it's going to make more sense. We have to delete this. No. Delete shipping zone. Okay, perfect. And now we want to go to add shipping zone. Now we don't have any shipping zones right now, but we're going to add them. So when we add shipping zone, we're going to put whole world. And basically it's not dependent on country, it doesn't matter. It's basically going to be worldwide. So we're just going to put rest of world here. All 241 countries. And the shipping is going to be weight based. So we're not going to do anything with price based unless, I mean, you can totally change this later depending on how you want it. But the way that we do it, we're going to do it weight based. And we're going to go in here and click add rate. So well, we want to set up a couple of different rates here. So for example, we want to set up a free shipping rate. So free shipping. So the order weight for free shipping is going to be 0 pounds. Now you might say, well, products don't weigh 0 pounds generally. They generally weigh something, even like a piece of paper weighs something. And this is just something that we're applying on our back end. We can dictate the weight of any product. It doesn't really matter what the product is. So it's just something on the back end. It's not like a physical thing. It's just something on our back end so that these shipping rates come out when certain products are chosen. So we're going to click done. And now free shipping is set up for 0 pounds. So whenever we import a product and we put that it weighs 0 pounds, because we can control that, we can control how much the product we say it weighs. So we can say it weighs 0 pounds, and when that shipping says 0 pounds, it's going to come out as free shipping. So for some products, it'll make sense for us to say that they weigh 0 pounds because we want to offer them as free shipping. But for other products, we might want to charge shipping, and it would make sense. A customer won't mind paying for shipping. So now we're going to add another rate in that case. So here we're going to go and add standard shipping. And we're going to say this is 5 pounds. And here we're going to say 5 pounds. So when a product weighs 5 pounds, we're going to say that we want to charge a flat rate of $5. So we're going to click done. And the thing with this is that you want to make sure you have all your bases covered. So say right now someone purchases a product that's one of our 5-pound products that basically it's a $5 shipping. So if they buy one, it's fine. But let's say they buy two. So there it will go up to 10 pounds. So we want to account for that as well. And if we're charging shipping per item, we want to make sure all our bases are covered. So this we can keep it as standard shipping. This is the name that customers will see at checkout. So you can mess with this. You could call it super saver shipping or super fast shipping, depending, like you can call it whatever you want. This is just what we're going to call it for now. So this is just in case someone buys two products. And then obviously we want to raise that shipping price because we want our margins to stay consistent. So you might also want to lower it based on it's all up to you, but right now if we're keeping it consistent, we're gonna say 10 pounds is $10. Like that's for an example of a product that we're a 5 pound product, we're gonna say that's $5 on shipping. If they order two, it's gonna be 10 pounds, so we want $10 on shipping, and so on. And you can just keep adding rates. We're gonna add another one, standard shipping. And now let's say they order three products, so that would be 15 pounds, and here we will be $15. Yeah, so as you can imagine, you definitely have a lot of wiggle room here, and for different priced items, you can price the shipping differently. You can try with $2 shipping. You can try with $10 shipping. You know, you can try different things, but just remember this weight based shipping, which is gonna be the method that we're using to track how much we're gonna charge for shipping on individual products. And this is super important, guys. So I'm just gonna keep going because so I think we did 15 the last one, so now we're gonna want to do 20, and then that's gonna be $20. So yeah, so this is for the 5 pound product. So let's say they order two, they'll be paying $10 shipping. If they order three, they'll be paying $15. If they order four, they'll be paying $20. And then this is just on the 5 pound products. We can add other rates as well. So let's call this one Super Saver so we don't get confused. Super Saver shipping. Actually, just gonna copy this so I don't have to do it every single time. And we'll say that the weight for this is 2 pounds. And we'll say this is $2, $2 shipping. So we'll say, so now whatever product we put a weight of two, they're gonna pay $2 per product that they buy. And you just want to keep making more and more weights on that multiple just so that you got your bases covered. Because let's say that for the 5 pound products, somebody orders more than four. Because right now we only have up to four. If someone orders more than four, well then we don't have a shipping rate for that. So they're just gonna get either free shipping or it's gonna get an automated shipping from Shopify. And we basically just want to control that. So you want to make it to the point where like maybe somebody won't order 10 products in one order, but you know you get the idea, right? So that's $2 there. So Super Saver shipping again. We're gonna say four. That's the multiple. We're going multiples of two, and then this is gonna be $4. Not free shipping. So yeah, we have two, four. So if they order two, they're gonna be paying four, and so on. You guys get the idea, right? So yeah, you just keep on adding different shipping methods, and then these weights are gonna be the weights that you're gonna be adding to your products once you import them. We haven't imported any products yet, but we will get there. And once we import the product, you'll be changing the weight depending on how much you want to charge on shipping. So yeah, this is super important, guys. Make sure you have these weight-based rates set up, and make sure once you've set them up, you click here save, so that you have them working. So right now, I see we have these weight-based rates right here. This is for the whole world right here, 241 countries. And yeah, and remember, guys, right here in the safe packages, we want to put that as 0 pounds, because if we don't, when we get here to the shipping zones and shipping rates, that will throw off all of these shipping rates. So we want to make sure that our package is 0 pounds, just so that the product is the only thing that's counting towards this weight. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. You have your shipping rates set up now, and in this video we're going to be talking about notifications. So basically this is every time someone places an order, pretty much how the customer is going to be notified. So we're actually going to want to go in here, notifications. And as you can see, you can pretty much edit all of these notifications. We don't go into every single one of these and edit them, just simply because there's way too many things going on. But there's a couple here that, or mainly one, that we want to make sure that we edit, and it is this order confirmation. So if you click in here, you'll see this email body. It's in HTML, and basically it'll tell you the email that it sends out to our customers. And basically right here what we have is a pretty basic email. Hi, and then it says the customer's first name. We're getting your order ready to be shipped. We'll notify you when it has been sent. So super basic. Then it has some of the information. You can actually preview this here. So you click preview, you see exactly what it looks like. So right here, see Happy Paul's Outlet, thank you for your purchase, yada yada. So it has your shipping address, all that good stuff. But basically what we want to do here is add a script. And this is a script that we use. You guys will actually see this on the page where this video is being posted, and you guys will see the script that we will be putting in here. It's just more of a, something more relatable to the customer, because this is pretty robotic. You want to make it seem like your store is personable, and you want the customer to keep coming back, and you want to create that relationship with the customer. So we're going to be sending you that, just a little thing that you can send, as opposed to this right here. And yeah, that's pretty much we want to cover on this. You can also edit the SMS. And yeah, so pretty much what it says here: hi John, thanks for your purchase of $254 from Happy Paul's Outlet. We'll notify you when it ships. So yeah, these are notifications that people are getting when they make a purchase. So you want to make sure that they're happy with their purchase. You want to send them something really funny, something cool. And yeah, so we're gonna be giving you guys this script that you're gonna be putting in here, in this section right here. And pretty much that's just gonna make your notifications a lot more personal. And we don't really go over much of the other notifications. We keep pretty much all the default ones. But the order confirmation one, we want to make sure that we keep that, high spirits, make the customer happy, and just start off on a high note. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. And in the next video, we're going to be setting up the pages and setting up menus and navigation later on. So yeah, these are just basic things that we need to set up before we actually start, uploading products, selling our stuff, and doing all that good stuff, guys. So, and in this video, we're going to be creating pages. So pages are very important. They're going to be, for example, terms of service, frequently asked questions, about us, all those pages that we're going to create here. And basically we're going to be creating those now, and then later we're going to be adding them to menus. So let's get started there. So I'm going to create a couple pages here. Basically what you're going to want to do is create some of these as well as, and you're also going to want to create a couple more depending on your stuff. So I'm going to create a contact us page. Contact us, very important. Reach us, reach us. And you can also add like a phone number here. Phone number 1-800. Now this is just a made up number. 111 1234. So this is just a made up number. This is just, obviously, guys, well, this, we actually created a forwarding email for this, so this is actually this would work. The phone number, you can add your own phone number to this, and basically you're setting this up under your own stuff anytime, 24/7 365. So that is our contact us page, so we're going to go ahead and save that. So we've already created a contact us page. It's right here. It appears on their pages. Now we want to add the very important pages, the terms of service, all those legal pages, terms of service, because we need to have those available on our site. So what we're going to want to do here is open this in a new tab. Why isn't this working? Right there. So we're going to open this in a new tab because we're actually going to copy and paste over all the information. So we're going to go into checkout, and we're going to go down here to where we generated this, and we're going to copy the entire thing, copy, and we're going to paste it right in here. So just did a control C, control V, and right here we have our terms of service. So we want to save this page, and we're going to save this here. So now we have our terms of service page is created. So we want to go back, and now we want to do our privacy policy. Right in here. We want to go back to our checkout settings, and we want to copy the privacy policy. Control C. And here we are with the privacy policy. We go ahead and save that. And we have the privacy policy page created. We'll continue with the refund policy. We will go here, and we will copy that for the refund policy, and we will paste that there. We'll save that. So now we have our basic contact us, privacy policy, refund policy, terms of service. We have those created. We are also going to be creating a frequently asked questions page, and we'll be creating that later. We'll actually give you guys a script of what you guys can add in that section, the questions that customers mostly ask, because over time you figure out what a customer really wants to know. So we'll just give you guys all those questions, and then what we answer for them, and you guys can play around with that and change it up to your model. But yeah, we'll give you guys that information, and that's pretty much it for pages. As I said before, there's going to be other things that you can add here, but for now, these are just the basic ones that we need. So now that we have our pages set up, we're good to go. And in the next video, we're going to go over navigation, all right, and setting up your menus. But before we do that, let's go in here real quick. We created a couple other pages about us and frequently asked questions. Now, guys, we are going to be giving you guys these scripts so that you guys could use them for your own stores, and they're pretty awesome because we've actually used these and they work great. So we're giving them to you guys for free, and you guys can use them on your stores. So let's look at this one real quick here. So this one I've gone ahead and edited it so that it shows Happy Paws. So Happy Paws Outlet is one of the world's leading online discount pet stores. We are a fast growing company because we always put the customer first. A customer centered shopping experience has always been our goal, and we pride ourselves in our comprehensive policies that have put us in a realm above and beyond our competitors. Here at Happy Paws, we believe in passing along deeply discounted sale prices to our customers, typically saving them 30 to 70% off retail costs. So that right there shows that our online store is legit. We're trying to save prices, so that's why our prices are discounted. We believe that serving the customer upholds a responsibility to ensure that they are satisfied with their purchases. We will do our best to make sure that our customers are happy. We believe we can create a good impact in the industry forever by focusing on our customers' needs. So yeah, pretty much we're just giving them a bunch of a bunch of good stuff here so that they can feel at ease when they're making purchases from us. We're giving them here questions on any of our products or can't find what you're looking for. Contact us at support at happypawsoutlet.com, and a friendly customer service representative will be more than happy to help you with your purchase. So basically, at the start, ourselves will probably be the customer service representative, but you can also just give that job to a VA, pay them $5 an hour, and then they could take care of that, all those emails for you, which is what we do right now. And we've gone ahead and linked our FAQ page here as well. So, and that's the about us. Now, going back, we also added the frequently asked questions, which is another big one. And pretty much some of these are the biggest questions that you will probably see. How much does shipping cost? And then there's an explanation for this here. Our items are shipped out separately unless you buy two or more of the same thing. Well, that is because we're buying from AliExpress, and all the products are not going to be coming from the same supplier, at least not at first, maybe later, once you build a relationship with them. But at first, we'll be getting products from different suppliers, and I'll explain that later a little bit. So yeah, it pretty much explains a lot of things here. Uh, so it talks about free items, which is free plus shipping items, and that's when you put an item for free. Basically, it costs $0, and then you charge them only for shipping. So that is something that we do as well here. So this, we've added it here into the frequently asked questions. How do I check my status of my order? How long does delivery take? Do you deliver products internationally? I've placed an order with multiple items recently. Can I combine them into one package? I put a wrong shipping address. Can I change it? How secure is my personal information? So all these things we basically answered here for you guys. All you guys have to do is go in and basically change where this says Happy Paws and put your store name, and change some of these things. Contact us. Learn more. You want to change, update these links, because right now they're going to Happy Paws and to a specific page, as you can see here. So you want to update all these things, the links, the names. You want to make sure that it is all based on your store. But yeah, that's pretty much for these pages. Now we want to do the navigation. So let's head on over there. And here we are in navigation. So basically what this is, and guys, we're just doing this on the fly. This is not pre-prepared. So we're just doing this as we go. So right here, how we do this, we're going to add a menu. And this could be a number of things. So here we can call this main menu. And then under the main menu, we want to add menu items. So here we could add the about us. And here you can add the pages that you've already created. So here we want to go to pages. We want to go about us. And here we're adding the menu item to the main menu, about us. Another item to the main menu, we can add frequently asked questions, FAQs. Go to pages, FAQs, add that. We can add the contact us. Actually, we're not going to add the contact us here because that would just allow this to keep getting crowded. We're actually just going to add categories. And under categories, we're going to put our collections. So we haven't created any product collections just yet. So for right now, we're just going to put all collections under categories. But yeah, this is how we set up the menu items, and this will make a whole lot more sense once we create our theme and we actually start editing that theme. This is going to make a lot more sense. Right now it doesn't make any sense because we don't have products yet. We haven't created collections for those products. But when we create those collections, then we can add them here and pretty much just populate this with all our subcategories. So we're going to save this menu for now. Going to go back here. So we already have main menu, we have catalog. We actually want to delete this one because we're not going to use this one. Delete this, delete catalog save. I think, yeah. So we're not going to use that one. We're using this one right here. The footer menu. So this is usually where you want to have all your terms of service. Terms of service. Let's go to pages, terms of service. This will be at the bottom of every page. Refund policy. Privacy policy. And we can also add the contact us. Contact us. We'll add that there. Move these around. Put that right there. And then we'll click save. So here we've created our footer menu and our main menu. Here on the main menu is where we're going to have the about us, frequently asked questions, the categories, all that good stuff that's going to come out on the top of our page. Kind of similar. So I was just looking at this because we're making a pet store. So yeah, this is kind of like the main menu right here. And then the footer, if we scroll all the way to the bottom, is this stuff down here. About, charities, help center, etc., etc. So yeah, that's a good example right there. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for navigation, guys. We'll get more into this once we start doing the themes, which we're going to be doing in the next section. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And in the process of building our store. So for this, we're going to be going into our theme. Now, this is probably one of the funnest parts of building the store because you're going to be putting things together and you're going to see it come to fruition. So what we want to do basically here is go under online store and themes. So for this video, I'm going to show you how to install the theme. And then we're going to be customizing it in later videos, as well as talking about how to get a logo, how do we want to set up our colors, all that good stuff. And yeah, it's going to be really fun. So now we're actually giving you guys the theme for the store that actually made us $2 million this last October. So this theme is proven to work, guys. This theme has, it may look like a regular theme, but it has many upgrades that will truly benefit your store and raise your conversion rates by a lot. So without further ado, let's get started here. So we're going to go into upload theme. Sorry about the background music. That is my dog playing with its toy. So we're going to go into here. And this is a theme right here that we're going to be giving you guys. So you want to keep it as a zip file. You don't want to unzip it. You want to keep it as a zip file. And you basically want to upload this. So we're going to click on that. You choose a file and then you're going to click upload. And it is as easy as that. Shopify will upload the theme for you. And it will be right here. And we will then continue on to customizing the theme in a later video. But that is it for this video, guys. You will see here, once this is complete, we will have the option here to customize. We'll be talking about creating a logo. So there are many ways to create logos. You can create them yourself if you have experience. You can simply just buy it off of a designer. There's many ways to create logos. I'm going to go over a few of the methods that I use personally and what I prefer to do. So if you're starting out and you're on a budget, you might want to just create a logo yourself, and or you can even buy one. There's many options. There's many options here. So if you're looking for a very cheap option, I'm talking about logos for $5, maybe even less. You want to check out this website right here, Fiverr.com with 2 R's. And here you basically will go in here and type in logo design. And what I'm telling you guys, you can get logos here super cheap, guys, super cheap. So look at all these. Look at all these. These are options that Fiverr is giving you. So you would go in here. Obviously, you would have to create an account. And let's say you want a logo like this one. You tell them what your budget is, and let's say you want something cheap under $25. When do you need it by? And you say up to 3 days, so something quick, right? And it will get you designers that meet your specifications. And then look at some of these logos. They're great. Look, Husky right here. This looks like an awesome logo. Talk Dog, Gear Fitness, Swan Drink. So right here, you can go and in 5 minutes, and I mean, with $5, problem solved. Starting at $10, starting at $5. Look at these guys. So yeah, look, these are the types of logos here that you can get for this price, which is awesome. And you probably don't even have to go any further than this. Another option, if you want, if you have more money to invest into a logo, which is what I like to use, is Upwork. Just because the designers here are a little bit better, they have more experience. It's generally just you know, upper tier of freelancers. You can go here and get logos, but Fiverr works great. You can go here and then just put search anywhere. These are worldwide people who work on logos, and then you just get a huge list of people. You see here. Here's a little bit more expensive, $40 per hour, depending on the quality, right? And you can just check on reviews. I usually try to stick with people who are 90% plus on their job success. But yeah, there's a wide range of pricing here, and it's generally more expensive than Fiverr. But yeah, you can just go into their profiles, click on the person, and then if we scroll down here, sometimes they'll have a portfolio. Let me see. I don't think this one actually doesn't look like. Okay, so you need to create an account to actually see what type of logos they have. So yeah, you just basically want to go in here, see the different logos that they have, pick one that you think would work. So yeah, I think for someone starting off with no designer experience, I would probably recommend Fiverr. You can just go on here, get a quick logo, no problem. If you're feeling a little bit more on the creative side, you can go on Canva. Now this is an easy tool to use. It's a free tool. You can just go in here, create an account. Um, and basically it will let you design logos. It has things that you can use. Actually, let's just go in here real quick, create an account really quickly, and just create a little logo. We'll sign up. So as you can see here, Canva will ask you, oh, what type of work do you do? And basically they're just getting an idea of like what it is. Skip inviting team members. So they'll give you some ideas here, and basically you can create even ads with this. You can create banners, but we just want to create a logo. So logo, I'll give you different options. As you can see here, we probably want to do something. Mm, we will go with brand logo. And I do not want to do all these steps, but so yeah, basically this goes through a whole tutorial on how to showing you how to make these. But as you guys can see here, look, these are all free. And while that's doing its thing over there, yeah, look, we already this already created a logo for you. So yeah, now it's gonna tell me. It's basically giving me the rundown here. So we can go through all these. These are all free. Let's see if there's anything we like. Hmm. think we're gonna go with this one. So we have this right here. Now, obviously this isn't the name of our store, so we want to change this around. So we want to mess with this a little bit. Delete that. I want to call this Happy Pause. And this, I'm actually thinking of changing this. Let me see if I can. So you can go into here into search. They have photos, illustrations. I'm looking. Sometimes they have little icons. So obviously this store is for dogs mainly. So I'll look up dog, see what they have here. Yeah, so look at all these options we have, guys. Now, we want to use obviously something that's free, something that looks simple, that's not too overwhelming. Let me see. I kind of like this one just because it's simple. Now I'm gonna have to. So yeah, this right here could be our logo, guys. Look at that. We already created a logo. How easy was that? Happy pause. I mean, we can obviously make changes, more changes to this, but just like that, that's a perfectly fine logo. So I'm gonna download here as a PNG. Let's prepare our design, and I do not want to do this right now, so I'll close that. So yeah, we have Happy Paws right here, and we have our logo. So let's open that up real quick. Happy Paws. There it is, guys. So yeah, we made a logo super quick, super fast using Canva. That's canva.com right here, which is a great tool for making logos, something cheap, free, easy. If you're just starting out, it's great to use. So yeah, and yeah, guys, obviously you could also work with Photoshop, but I know that's already more uh, designer based, and you need to have some knowledge of how to use the platform. So, I mean, if you know how to use Photoshop, chances are you can make a better logo than this. So, that's just another option you have. And in this video, we're going to be talking about color schemes. So, pretty much as you can see here, I changed up the logo a little bit, but that doesn't really matter. What I want you guys to take notice here is I want you guys to click on the text or the image where you are using your main color. And I want you to go up to this color button right here where it says pick a color and click on this add button. This is basically going to give you your color code, which we're going to need to set up our color schemes that we're going to use in customizing our theme. Nothing looks worse than a theme that just looks like colors were put together and that nothing makes sense. You want to have your colors customized so when people go on your website, they're like, wow, this looks like a very legit website. So we're going to copy this color code number and we're going to go on Google and just Google color schemes. And we're going to go on Palatine right here, this one, the color scheme designer. So with that code that you copied, you're going to go here to base RGB and you're going to paste that code. Click OK. And basically it's going to give you this palette of colors. So these are basically the colors that you want to use on your site. If you need something darker, you want to use this. If you need something lighter, you want to use this. And basically all the combinations in between. So yeah, this is basically what you want to use for your palette on your website. This is super important on color schemes because like I said before, you just want your website to look nice. And before I continue, I actually got a logo from my designer, which I will be leaving his link to logos. He's actually on Upwork, and he makes all our logos. He makes our intro videos. He does a lot of stuff for us, and he's great. We've built a good relationship with him, and and he just every time we need a logo or an intro video, he's the guy to go to. So we're actually going to be using his logo right here for the video. So if you're doing this on Photoshop, same thing. You just need to grab the color here and basically find out what that is. So let me see. It is start right there. We're gonna go in here into the colors, and this is the number that we're working with. It's like a dark hue of red. Just gonna copy that. We're gonna go back to Paletton. Okay, and these are the colors that we're working with right here. So yeah, a lot darker. But yeah, that's what we're gonna work with here. And yeah, guys. So anyways, we're gonna move forward with this logo, and we will be using this color scheme. And yeah, you just want to do this for your logo so that when you do this, everything is good to go on your theme. So guys, that's it for this video, and in the next video we're going to be customizing our theme. That's going to be probably one of the funnest parts of customizing everything, and you guys are going to be able to add the logo, set up your menus, all that good stuff. So we'll be doing that here soon. We're going to be customizing the theme in this video. Now, just keep in mind that right now we still haven't uploaded any products yet, so for some of these things it might not be final, because after we upload the products we want to do a last, or not a last, we always want to be checking this, but we want to go through the theme, the product pages again once we add products to just make sure everything looks good. But right now we're going to be going through the theme a preliminary time and customizing it and just adding some of the colors that we looked up on the color scheme. We're going to be adding our logo just to see how things look, and we're going to be making some of those menu items. We're going to be putting them where we want them to go. So all you have to do is go here to customize and click there. And then once you're in here, as you can see, this is the theme. Right now there's no products. That's why it says example product title, and it gives you all these blank placeholders. What we want to do here is basically add a logo. We want to add our social media for now. We want to go down here and add some stuff. So let's get started there. So first things first, let's go into the header. And then for the main menu, right here we have to change this because it was in the default main menu. Remember, we made that secondary main menu. So we want to click on main menu. So that will add this stuff here. Now, right now we don't have any categories or anything selected just yet because we don't have any products. So there's no collections in there. So everything is basically plain. If we go into the about us, we should see our about us. And there it is. That's the about us that we gave you guys, and the one that we have for this page. That seems to be working fine. Another thing is here, this is on desktop. You can also see how it looks on different devices. So this is how it looks on mobile. And yeah, we want to head back home. Yeah, this is basically how it looks on mobile. Now, you might think this looks kind of weird, but the reason for this being is whenever we're sending people to our store, we're sending them to a product page. So this isn't necessarily what they're going to be seeing once they land on our site. They're going to be seeing the product page, which will look completely different. But for now, we'll just keep on doing this here. So in the header, I guess it didn't save that. Make sure you have main menu set, select. And then here we want to select our logo image. So we're going to upload an image, and I have it right here. And I'm going to upload that. And there's my logo, Happy Paws. I'm going to select. And then I keep the rest of this blank. This isn't really in this theme anymore. I think we edited it out actually. So this, just so it looks really clean up here, there's nothing there. So we're good on that front, and we're going to head on back. So for the collection rows, we don't have anything on there just yet. Once we make collections, I was getting some ideas from this store right here where we can do shop by pets, and we can do, for example, dog, and we could do supplies. So we could do beds and furniture, bowls, feeders, clothing, etc. So we're going to be going into, those are probably going to be our our categories here. But for now we don't have anything, so we're just gonna leave this stuff blank, and we're gonna head on over to the footer area, which is this area down here. Now for this area down here, we want to make sure that we have all of this stuff good to go. So for the quick links, this is this area right here, which is good. We don't need to do anything here. These pages have already been added. Remember, we added this to the footer menu, and these have already been added. These are good to go. If they click contact us, they will see that page that we created. Reach us at anytime 24/7 365 via email, support at happypawsoutlet.com, and phone number, that phone number that we made up. So this is good to go. Let's head on back over to the footer. So we go back to the footer, and there's a couple of things here that we have to take care of. So why us? We basically want to add some text here explaining why people should buy from us. And what I'm gonna do here is actually I'm just gonna take a piece of the about us and I'm gonna put it in the footer. So I'm gonna just take this piece right here, pretty much the last sentence, and I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna copy that and I'm gonna head back to the why us section, why us, and I'm gonna paste that in there. So as you can see, we have the why us here. Here at Happy Paws, we believe in passing along deeply discounted sale prices to our customers, typically saving them 30 through 70% off of retail cost. What are you waiting for? Shop now. So yeah, that's a little, I guess, a little call to action button, just creating a little sense of you guys should start buying. So yeah, so let's see how the footer looks on mobile. So we have the quick links, we have them right here, then we have the why us explained, and then we have this collector for emails, which we're going to be talking about in the apps. Very important to be collecting emails for email marketing. And we have get coupons and discounts. So people are going to be adding their email in there, and whenever they add their email, we'll be collecting those and then later using them for them to come and buy stuff from our store, which is very, very important. So yeah, we're good here. Get coupons and discounts. So you can actually change that to whatever you want it to say. That's what we have it as, and it works well for us. So we'll head back out, and this is good. We'll go back into desktop mode. Okay, let me see if I'm missing anything here. I don't think so. No, I think we're good here. I guess that would be here. Yeah. So now what we want, let's just go in order here. So here we want to look at colors. So remember this Paladin website that we visited earlier? This is where this comes in handy. So we basically want our colors to be, to go hand in hand with our store. So we're going to go here into colors. And then for primary content, we want it to be, congruent with our shop. So primary content, it's going to give us this option here to select it by code. So we're just going to start playing around with this here and see if we can get something good going. So we can try this color out. I can't copy that. There we go. Double click that, then select copy. Whoop. What happened there? I think I just dragged something by mistake, but it doesn't matter. I think we're good. So here's the color, primary color, and then that just changed the example product title here. I think it looks a little bit better already. So we can continue there. Accents. Probably want to do the same thing here with this color. Perfect. So right now, guys, this might not seem like it's doing much, but once we start adding the products, we're gonna you'll see the big difference. And there's a couple things here that we could change. So we can change these backgrounds. Main menu background. We can change the text and the links. So let's go on ahead and do that. So for that, we probably want a darker color. So yeah, basically, yeah, this was me changing the thing by mistake. Let's exit here. I want a darker color, so we can try one of these colors that's pretty much like a black, but not completely. So we're gonna go in here, copy this, head back on over, and for main menu background, we're going to select this color. Yeah, it doesn't really change much, but yes, that's what we want to do there. I think everything else looks pretty good. Text and links, maybe we can mess around with some of these colors here. Let's try this one. So that's this up here, guys. I believe. See? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, okay. There it is. So that's for the sign in and creating an account. So yeah, this is looking pretty good to me. Let's try for the headings. So that's this right here. We might want to do that on the background too. This color here. Yep, that looks good to me. And let's go on and do this here while we're at it. Okay, yeah, so yeah, this looks good. Okay, I want to keep the background white just because I think it looks cleaner that way, as you can see here. And when we start adding products, it'll fill in a little bit better. This, we might want to change this, or might keep that the same. Their footer menu. See what other colors we have here to work with. Yeah, I wish we had something lighter than this. This is not very light. Might change that footer text. Or I might just keep it the same. I mean, guys, but yeah, this is kind of up to you. You can mess with this and add basically whatever colors you want. The paletting is something that will help you keep things congruent and make your site look more legit. But you guys could basically change this up however you guys want. And yeah, I think we're good with this here. And okay, so we're done with colors, so we're gonna back out of there. Typography, this is an interesting one. This basically changes the text on everything on your store, the base styles, the heading styles. You can mess with all of this. Um, I'm just gonna keep the same one because I like how this looks. But if you guys want, you guys know that the option is here, and you guys can change these. But I'm just gonna keep the ones that we have for now. I like how it looks. I like how this looks. But yeah, you guys can play around with that a little bit more. For the fav icon, this is pretty much so when you see your store here, you see how this has this little Shopify logo. This is pretty much that. So when someone opens your store up in a tab, this is what's gonna pop up. So I'll usually just add the logo there. I'm gonna add that again. Now it's not gonna change here because this isn't the actual site, but it will change once so if you go on the actual site. So we're gonna back out of there, go into cart, Now, cart type, this is something that we'll go into a little bit more once we add products, as right now we can't really, we could go into the cart, but as you can see, there's nothing here. It's empty. And basically what this does is when someone adds to the cart, we want, it's gonna bring up this little window here and like kind of blur out the background. Now there's like a couple options there. We can, that's one of them. There's the page and then there's a drawer. Show you guys these three real quick. So if we do drawer, let's see if that even, yeah. So you see how this popped up on the top. Basically just pulls up something from the top and it shows you what's in your cart. There's page, where when you press on the cart, it goes to a complete different page. And then there's the modal that we just saw earlier. So you guys can basically pick which one you want. I like the modal one. I think it just looks better. But you guys can mess around and see which one you guys like. Now here is a very important one, social media. So basically all these buttons, you want to add all your different social media accounts. Go in there, add these, because when people are clicking through, they want to, if they want to see your Facebook page, your Twitter, or your Pinterest, etc., you can just click on through. And there's no harm done if it doesn't, if they don't have anything really. This is just kind of like, oh, you know, check us out if you want to. People won't really see this on mobile, but if they do click and they come on the desktop site and they do click, you know, maybe they want to like your page, for example, then that is available to them. So get out of there. Price formatting, again, this is something that's very basic. That's, we'll go into a little bit more once we set up our product pages, but yeah, it's, there's very little options here. If you guys want, you guys can change these. When we set up the products, we're going to be doing this a little bit more in depth. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. See you in the next one.